All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this video is catching you at. Hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel. I love all things channeling source. I love all things tarot cards, and I love all things psychology. And Mondays, I come live and make the All Signs weekly messages. I always include timestamps for you guys. And for those who are able to join live, I make myself available for $20 super chat, little mini readings for you. If you want more of me, you can, of course, book a personal reading. The link for that is in the description down below. Hi, Lakesview. Hi, Lee Virgo. And I also go live, even though today, Monday, is All Signs Weekly Meeting and $20 super chats. Tuesday, I go live for free every week at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And that's just free mini reads. I do that on Instagram and Facebook. All right, that's all the announcements. Let's get started. Let's go with what does Capricorn need to hear for this week, July 8th. Okay, Capricorn. So you've definitely entered like your Queen of Cups phase, which is you're entering into the most like softest, loving, tenderest version of yourself yet to date. And it's one where it's a combination of being more loving towards other people. And what's coming to mind is an Abraham Hicks quote of, "Are you a lover or a hater? Because if you're a lover, isn't it wonderful that they don't even need to be lovable for you to love them?" And that doesn't mean that you have to self-sacrifice. It doesn't mean you have to put up with shitty behavior or treatment, but it means that there's something about them that you can just find and go, "That's great about them." And then you don't have to choose to interact and engage with them anymore, but you can still choose to love them whether they're lovable or not. And that also does include now it's just now you're entering a phase where it's balanced, where you just wanna love people, but you're also like, "I now really prioritize my enjoyment of life. I really prioritize me enjoying life because you got the 9 of Earth right there. Yeah. Yeah, you've learned to balance the amount of love that you give someone to be more appropriate in line with how long you've known them. Um, and with that, there's a little bit of, like, awkwardness of, like, well, I don't feel as close as I have to people in the past, but all that's gonna happen is that instead of feeling close to a lot of people, you're gonna feel closer to the ones who actually, like, pass that time threshold with you. You're gonna feel closer to the people who are closest to you. Like, have you ever heard that just that some of the people are willing to give the shirts off their back to total strangers? Those people also tend not to be as giving and generous with their closer circle. So you've just now come into your own where you're, wait a second, I really want to value people in my closest inner circle and everyone else can get whatever's left. So you're just really starting to value your time and the people closer to your inner circle. Um, oh yeah, so it does look like something recently came to an ending in your life, Capricorn. And that just made you, for whatever reason, it itself wasn't the catalyst. It happened around the time, but you have lined up. It's like that was the last straw. The thing that ended was the last straw, and you've now lined up and went, "I'm ready to enjoy life, and I'm gonna enjoy it," and that includes financially as well as personally. So you're about to see some career success, and you got the adult time fun card. So you're about to see some career success and a juicy love life. um, And yeah, you're just managing everything better, Capricorn. It's like you've accepted that like I have a lot going on. I can't possibly do it all and take it all on. But you have the Empress clarifying that card. So it's kind of like it's like you're gonna be embracing I can't do it all. So like the love, the help, and the support from others is gonna like come in and help get it all done more. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like your business grew and you were maybe soon hiring people or but that's that Empress energy. You can run a solo business on your own, but the Empress knows how to. I need all these things done. Oh, great. All these are being done by other people. I'm doing this. So it's really about the power of like outsourcing, the power of like managing. So yeah, you've got phenomenal business growth, Capricorn, this week. It's gonna be more on the energetic side and the like mental side and getting ready for success. Um, they'll and some tangible results, but the tangible results are going to come like double, triple fold in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Um, I didn't see really anything in your love life. Okay, but let's move on to Virgo. It is now Virgo. And guys, excuse me, if you're live, sorry guys, if you're live and you would like a little mini read, I'm doing mini reads for $20 super chats, and I'll do them in between the signs, all weekly ones. So if you want to be after Virgo, now would be a good time. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Virgo. Well, Virgo, I remember your readings in the last like couple weeks. It's been about you like really prioritizing your love life and your personal life and recognizing that whole the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your relationships. Um, but it looks like you've just kind of like hermited a little bit and are kind of just a little bit of like crap. I prioritized the wrong things, which is okay. It's okay to do that, guys. Yeah, you're like, I prioritize becoming a king of earth, a man with a lot of money, or woman. Change the genders to whatever fits, guys. Instead of the Knight of Cups, which is the instead of love. And it's like you're just really starting to realize how much you more prioritize lust over love. You're just kind of, yeah, you're just kind of having a moment where you're like, oh crap, the way I was approaching love, how I valued love, and how I treated people wasn't good. So it's just kind of that's making you kind of just like not feel good. um, and it looks like you personally have a little bit of money concern right now. It honestly feels like a little bit of overspending. Oh, and that's why you didn't prioritize your love life. You're like, oh, I can't afford them yet. Because of your age, though, you're like, oh crap, I it would have been worth it. Um, but it's like you were just trying to get all your financial ducks in a row. Like you wanted to be able to afford the house, pay for the wife, have the kids' college savings. And it was almost in your mind like, until I have all of that, I'm not doing it. And it also looks like you're putting that pressure on the wifey you were going to bring in, or guys, change the genders, okay? And you're kind of starting to recognize that like fully financially vetting the other person isn't as important as you thought it was. Um, Not saying date a financial wreck. It just looks like you were putting more emphasis on what's their are they making as much money as me? Do they have like savings for their future? Do they have the kids' college funds already saved up? Like you were so focused on vetting for that instead of for other qualities like flexibility, love. Do they want to be a dad, a mom? Do they love me? Can they take some chores off my plate and just help make my life better? Are they nurturing? Are they kind? Like you just realize you vetted for that, not the other stuff, and it just hasn't worked out for you that well. Yeah, God, you keep getting Virgo, you just keep getting cards of awakening to the value of love. And it looks like now you're just more focused on I want someone who like loves me, who like knows how to love me specifically. And who can like, manage me. Um, so like move slowly in the direction of love. Know that it's gonna get better because you got the 6 of air clarifying it. There's a little bit of needing to take a trip for the fun of it, and it doesn't need to be like a weekend trip. It doesn't need to be like an overnight trip. Um, it could even be just like go drive 30 minutes to get out of town to try a new sandwich shop. But a little bit of something getting like new energy. It looks like a lot of your travel has just been about work, and it's almost as if you forgot about what it is to travel for fun. You've just always been trying to combine work with your travel, maybe to make it a business write off or whatever. But it's pretty much blurred the lines, and now everything you do is about work. So that's what you're kinda, like, cleaning up that, like, "Nope, this is a trip for fun. No one can call me unless you're, like, a friend for fun." Um, and there's a little bit of a need of, like, you kinda just do everything yourself. You're gonna have to learn to how to let your honey bunny help you. So that even if it's just letting your sweetie pie do your laundry for you, so and maybe doing the shopping and the meal prep for you, so that way like your chores are done, and then you could just hang out the two of you. But okay, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus's read. Well, you have choices. Love is on your mind. You have choices. It's like you're really just trying to weigh that whoever it is you're dating, this person isn't the wealthiest person I've ever dated. They're not the most generous with their money. I thought they were gonna pay for shit for me. They're not, but it's also one of the most loving people you've ever been with. So you're just really, oh yeah, dude. There's some sort of like personal growth lesson for you that's coming full circle, Taurus. And just even that's like kind of on your mind a bit right now. Like I thought they were going to be more generous. I thought they were going to be more like sharing, financially speaking. Um, but gosh, this is the most loving, supportive, emotionally supportive relationship I've ever been in. Which one, you know? I can tell you that the end result of this like thing that's weighing on your mind, it is going to be the world card experience for you, which means that personal growth lesson does come full circle for you. I would say as of right now, it looks like you're gonna stay with this person, and it's because in your meditation, or maybe via yoga, whenever you get your mind like quiet, you're gonna find something about this man that you respect and admire, or woman. You're gonna find something that you respect, which is gonna like help you feel safe and falling in love with them. And it's almost as if the comfort of knowing they'll always be there for you and always like call and answer and be a good solid emotional support for you and knowing that they wouldn't let you starve, like you're just gonna find some sort of respect for them. And what I can say right now is for now, that will suffice and be enough for you. So just know though that this whole weighing back and forth what you want in the partner, the finances, the love, it's worth the it's worth it because it's going to come full circle and a personal growth lesson for you. Okay, so Gemini, we are now on to Gemini. Hi, LL. Thanks for those who were able to come live. What signs are y'all for whoever's live? Wow, Gemini. You are at a place of like pausing and balancing out your emotions. And it is kind of like just getting through it. Okay. And it's more those moments when like when someone says something like, "Hey, I think we might need to break up." And then there's that pause, that 2 to 3 day, where both you guys just take a little bit of a breather from each other. So that's what like the strength card's there. So it's just you gotta like, okay, we just gotta let the emotions settle. I just gotta stay calm. I gotta reflect. What do I like about it? What do I not like about it? Um, so there's something that you're just kind of having to just take a breather on, calm and soothe your emotions. Um, because and you're going through something that's allowing you to kind of be a better person in a relationship because you got the unity card here. So it's not even like marriage or good friendship or happiness. Like this is the unity major arcana card. So this is like the I don't want to say soulmate or twin flame or any of that kind of like jargon, but it is the no, like, oh my God, this is the person that I'm gonna like spend the rest of my life with. Um, so you're just going through this growth lesson of like maybe everything doesn't need to go my way, or maybe we don't need to talk about every little thing. Maybe I don't need to be right about everything, or I might be right now, but me being right will come at their emotional expense. And I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to downward spiral. They have their interview tomorrow. So like it's kind of like that kind of a big lesson where you're like, it doesn't matter if I'm right. It's not going to help their emotional well-being. And I want us to be a united team and a united front. And once you kind of have that moment where you just like click in Gemini and like we're now a united front going through the world together, that's when things are going to pick up between you two. And just to give you like a little bit of a hint, a tip, it's that when you're single, yeah, it's great. You can do whatever you want. with whoever you want, whenever you want. No one's asked permission. It's just like, yeah, I'm there, I'm going. Um, when you're with someone though, you get the fun of them adding in what they would like to do. And sometimes it's going to be things that you didn't even think of. So you'll go on the trip and instead of having the freedom to say, yeah, I want to go do that. Yeah, I want to go do that. The person will be like, oh, when we go there, I'd like to do this, this, and this. And you're like, what? I just didn't even know that kind of stuff existed. So it's a different type of fun. Um, and when you have conversations, it's you're looking for that win-win. Like, I want to stay in on Friday. I want to go out and party all night. So it's when you're at those polar opposite things, can you guys have a conversation to come to a third solution? So a completely different one or a modified one of what you guys want. Like, hey, you know what? I can see how you just want to stay home. Okay, me wanting to go out and party all night. I guess the bigger thing for me is that I've just had an awesome week at work and I want to celebrate in some way. Okay, I could be sufficed with can we at least go out to dinner? I could pick a quiet, smaller restaurant for you since you just want to stay home. And then like we just celebrate by that and then we can come home. They'd be like, yeah, you know what? Okay, if as long as it's a quiet restaurant where the lights are low, I can go. So you guys, you didn't get the party, they didn't get to stay in. You found a third solution that worked for both of you. Like that's what it's about, Gemini. I want to hang out more. I don't. Too much is on my plate. Well, I have time on my hands. What if I do some of your laundry and your chores and like go grocery shopping for you? Wow, if you took that off my plate and didn't have to worry about it, I would have more time for you. So it's those like win-win. It's those what's the third solution where both of us feel like we get a win. Um, And also just know that 2 people can like the same things for different reasons, and 2 people can do the same thing and get completely different things out of it. Okay, so now let's go on to Libra. I haven't done Scorpio yet, LL. I have done Capricorn already. Capricorn's the first one I do. Um, so Libra, what does Libra need to hear this week? Hmm. Well, first I'm gonna say I'm sorry, guys. It looks like there's a little bit of at least miscommunication, if not a fight happening between you and someone you love right now. It's definitely made you very, very sad. You're just feeling sad, and there's just like just 2 people butting heads, man. Um, and a lot of disappointment because it not disappointment, it's more like that, well crap, that didn't go the way I thought it would. Well, that didn't work out how I would have thought it would. And it can be those moments where you're like, what was it all for? Um, You're reminiscing, you do have some good memories with this person? Oh, wow. Well, now that I'm pulling some clarifying cards, it kinda looks like it was a, like, miscommunication fight where you guys were in different modes, and I can think of a personal example to share with you guys. It was I one time went to the gym with a guy, and I was in the mode of, "Ooh, we're gonna be playful and flirty at the gym. Maybe he'll, like, rack all my weights for me." So I was in a, "Ooh, let's go be playful and flirty," and he came in with a mission of, "All right, let's get your workouts in order, let's get your weight loss plan, and let's help you lift heavier," and I was just like, "Whoa." So it's those fights where it's this person has, oh, tonight is like a flirty, playful date. And the person's like, nope, this is about us aligning our futures and talking about finances. So they're trying to, oh, ha, ha, ha. They're like, why aren't you being serious? And they're like, aren't we out on a date? So, like, is that kind of a fight that you guys had? And it looks like you were the one trying to be loving, and whatever action you were planning, you were trying to like progress the relationship forward. So maybe you were like taking your sweetie out to the best restaurant in town. You had her friends in the back room. You put in all this work and energy because you're going to propose to her and wanted to celebrate. But when she was there, like she wasn't feeling in love with you. She was kind of disconnected because she was like, "Damn, I didn't get the promotion, babe." And you're like, but I did all this work and effort to be able to propose to you, and you're just being sappy about that. And you're trying to, oh, well, maybe we can find the silver lining. And she's like, babe, you're not like, why aren't you supporting me? I'm sad. And you're like, so is that kind of a fight? So you can't even really like be mad at the person. Okay, so what's your advice though for Libra, like spirit? Oh, the person's worth it, Libra. The person is 100% worth it. It's worth page of Earth communication, which is the playful, uplifting, connecting. You got the Three of Water, which that could be the card of marriage. Ooh la la. Um, it could also just be the card of like solidifying commitment. But you got the Three of Earth. So this person is normally a team player. You just like caught them on an off day. So the person's worth it. You caught them on an off day. God, Libra, comment, let us know. I'm curious. Let us know, like, yay, my babe and I made up. Okay, let's do Aquarius. I'm noticing my table is shaking a little bit. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear? And if you guys would like a personal reading, I'm doing $20 super chats. I'm going to do them in between the signs. But I'm also available for private personal readings if you'd like a full session. The link for that's in the description. I also do go live on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. for free over on Instagram and Facebook at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Links for that is in the description. But Mondays when I do the All Signs Weekly, I'm available for $20 super chats. So Aquarius. Well, it's going to be a good week. You're going to feel successful at the end of it. It looks like there's something that you're taking action on that you're doing that you feel passionate about doing, and you need to review the plan. And this honestly feels like very caretaker energy. So whoever it is that you're helping take care of, whether it's like a, spouse going through something medically, whether it's a new internet work that you're taking on to mentor, whether it's a kid on your block that you're kind of helping play adopted uncle aunt to, you're passionate about helping them and taking action for them, but how you're approaching it needs to be revised and reviewed so that that way you can get to a feeling of full success around this. That way it won't feel like draining to you. Yeah, if you keep going the path you're going right now, it's going to lead to a tower card moment for you and you're going to like crumble and have no energy. Um, but it's taking care of this person is lighting you up and giving you a sense of purpose. So it's kind of hard to not want to take action there because it does light you up and fuel you. It's kind of like those moments where, eating that first Oreo can feel good and rewarding. The second one, yeah, it was pretty good. The third one, that was satisfying. And you got like this dopamine hit and it felt good, right? By the time you eat the fourth one, you're like, oh, I don't feel so good. The fifth one, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel so good. But yet it's like your mind is so trapped on, I want to feel good. And it remembers that first three times. It's like, I just want to feel good. So you just like get in this binge and start eating. Okay. So it's this person you're caretaking for them gave you the sense of feel good and it makes you want to go and do it more because it's giving you the sense of purpose and it's making you feel alive. But you're not paying attention enough to yourself to know, oh, I actually need a nap right now. Actually, one of like the person's appointments I take them to this week, I take them Monday through Thursday. I need like my sister or my brother or the neighbor to drive him on Wednesday just so that I can have a break and not worry about it. So it's hard for you to give up this care doing all the caretaking for this person because it feels so good doing it. But you're ignoring when your body needs rest and a break. And like if you don't take a break, there's going to be some sort of a tower moment for you, which is where it's just like, oh crap, I have like no energy now. But whenever you rethink this and get more support going for taking care of this person, it's going to feel successful. So essentially, Aquarius, just recognize that you're going to the one thing that's been bringing you happiness. You can't quite do it all because it will hit a tipping point where it doesn't feel good. And once you allow other people to help, it's going to feel so much more easier and successful for you. And thanks, Wade. Me and my attitude, gratitude, woohoo, popping to hit the like button, woohoo. Thanks for the love. Okay, so now we're going on to Aries. Dude, these reads are like breezing through. Aries. Aries, if you want a personal reading, the link for that's in the description. If you want a $20 super chat reading, come hang out with me live on Mondays when I do the all times readings. If you want a free mini reading, join me Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern time over on Instagram or Facebook. Aries, so this is interesting. There's a dip in your success, and what's going to help you solve that, get through it, get out of it, and get back to super successful is actually tapping back into your intuition. Right now, you're trying to solve the problem with action. Like, I just need to go make more YouTube videos. But, like, guys, can I sit here and make 5 all signed videos every single Monday and then make 5 all day Tuesday? Like, more readings will not solve the problem. Um, so I see the super chat. I'll do it right after this one. Um, right? Because if you're doing an all signs weekly reading, why would you do 5 in one day? So you're kind of just trying to power through it and just like, I just need to get more content up, or I just need to send more resumes out. Instead, what you actually need to do is you need to like meditate for 15 minutes, calm down, and go, okay, universe, God, guide me. What would you have me do to find the job that fits me best? What would you have me do to like regain the popularity on YouTube? Um, and once you start tapping back into your intuition, that's when you're going to be happy and feel successful again. So it's God universe. I run a successful, thriving YouTube business. I have a simple and enjoyable business model. I'm happy in it. I make a lot of money. Guide me to the routine that will get me the results. And you know, guys, I'm actually reading a book right now, and I'm going to shuffle the cards for that super chat one. I'm reading a book right now. It's called The Psychology of Money, and in there, he's showing the difference between investors. You know, Warren Buffett, who just kept investing steadily in one main stock, and everyone was like, "That's not sexy, that's not cool," but now he's, like, one of the wealthiest men ever, right? And he showed how much money that man has just from making 22% a year since the age he was, oh god, I don't remember if it was, like, 10 or 20. He was young when he started investing, and he just did the slow and steady and went for that long-term compound interest. Um, but then and they went and look, he's the richest guy. He did wealth generating things as well as activities that helped them stay wealthy. And but then he showed a story of another guy who he made the highest returns off the stock market, which was which was 66%, but showed how because that man didn't start until he was in his 50s, even though he's made far greater returns than Warren Buffett ever did, he still only has like a third of the wealth that Buffett has. So it's more about that slow, steady, consistent results. Like that's what you're going for, and that's the transition you're going through, Virgo. All right, let's see the super chat. LL 1999. That's funny. Hi, this is Letty. Letty, the Letty that I know. What's up? Okay, let's read it. Hi, this is Letty. Does my relationship have Does our relationship have a future in my marriage with a Gemini who's rising it? Okay, let's see. Someone's asking about that book. I don't think I can. Maybe I can find it on Amazon real quick for you guys. It's a pretty good book. I'm enjoying reading it. Hmm. Let me. I should be able to find this link. Okay, I found the paperback. Okay, I got it. Okay. Wait, you're funny. Okay, so this is Letty. Does my relationship have a future as in marriage with Gemini? His rising is. Wow, you didn't get the marriage card did not pop up, but you got the Unity Major Arcana card. So this is definitely a person with life mate potential. And there's another book. I'm gonna have to think of the name of this one. This one I'm not gonna off the top of my head. Um, but it talked about life story versus love story. And a lot of people are going after that love story like that. Wow, I just saw him and he took my breath away. I got the butterflies in my stomach and I just, those Romeo and Juliet, okay, that Tristan and Isolde. But all of those love stories ended in absolute tragedy. The life stories are the people where it's a little more routine, mundane, quote unquote boring. But it's a person that you're able to integrate with on your day to day life living. There's a difference between the love stories that, oh my God, we snuck away to go have a passionate kiss under the stars at night. And we none of the guards saw us, but they all end in tragedy and you never get to hang out with that person and integrate on your day to day. You and this person, you got the unity card here. So it is someone who you're gonna be able to integrate with on the day to day in the long term standing. There is change coming in the relationship. And the third card you got is the Knight of Fire. And feel free to write one more little quick thing, LL. Like, what else do you want me to know with these cards? There is a change coming because you get the wheel card, and and you see the change coming. And it's like the Knight of Fire. So it's going to be passionate action, whatever it is. His rising is Virgo. Okay, but to seeds are well planted. So the wheel, the card of change, is clarified by the Seven of Earth, which is the seeds are well planted. So it's almost yeah, and you got the things are looking up. It's almost as if you guys are. I'm gonna guess you guys have been dating for a while. You guys are through the rough patches. You're in like a kind of settled routine, and the seeds are well planted to be going in that direction. I don't necessarily see a proposal within the next week, within the next month, within the next couple of months. Um, but it's a relationship that's worth being in because it's got the unity, the full life mate in there, and the seeds are well planted. What else does she need to hear? Feel free to type in one more question, one more clarifying question that you might have, Elle, from what you've heard from this. What else does she need to hear, though? The adult time is good. It's more about right now for you, what's in your best interest is to focus on how much you've grown while being in this relationship. Like well being with this person, I've become more confident in my ability in public speaking. I've become better at waking up happier. Um, and it's almost as if you communicate that with the person because the next card after that is the Page of Air. So it's like babe, I really realize in our time of dating, this and this are just easier in my life. Thanks, babe. It's almost as if the other person just wants to know, are they actually making your life better? Um, okay, I don't see any more comments from you, LL. So I'm going to assume that this answered your question. You're getting the don't give up on this relationship. So I hate to say it, I'm not getting any marriage is imminent, a proposal is imminent, but all the cards are this relationship is worth it. And instead of like freaking out of is it worth it? Is it going to lead to marriage? Is he going to propose? You need to get your mindset focused on. I really like being with this person because because when I'm with this person, I'm better. Make sure you're hearing this advice though, LL. All the spirit guides are screaming this right now. When I'm with this, I really am glad I'm with this person because I'm with this person. Doing XYZ is easier in my life. When I'm with this person, I feel more loved every single day. It's like, can you like I always promote meditate and then write either a list of 10 things that you appreciate or 10 things that you find satisfying. And it could just be lights turn on when I turn the light switch on and off. I think for you, if you were to write a list of 10 things about, like, I really enjoyed this in the last month with my partner. I really enjoyed this in this last week with my partner. I enjoy how I'm better at doing this. I enjoy how doing this is easier. So it's like I know it can be tough, Elle, but instead of focused on is it gonna be marriage, will we live together? There needs to be more of a focus on my life is so much better with this person in my life because then the other person's gonna feel that, and then they're gonna be like, "Okay, I want them more in my life. Will we live together?" I'm not it wouldn't happen anytime soon if you do. How long have y'all been dating? It wouldn't be happening anytime soon. They're just flat out. It's all saying you're not noticing how much better your life is with this person. It's like you're more focused on the next goal, the next milestone, the next achievement milestone versus I'm so glad this person's in my life. I love having cuddles every day. 4 months. Okay, how old are you? 4 months is a little early to be. Will it go to ma God, I understand though. I totally do. Just bring your focus on, gosh, I'm so glad he's in my life. Waking up to the morning coffee he makes me. Oh my goodness, babe. It just makes my day so much better when I hear from you. 50 years old. Okay, yeah, I have noticed once people get over 35, it's like, wait, is this going somewhere? Is my time and energy going somewhere? Like that happens, man. Um, so it's more focused on, wow, before him, I didn't have someone to hang out with on Saturdays, and it's always so nice just to have his companionship here. I love hearing what he talks about with the books he's read for the week. I love, I love sharing meals with him. It's you got to bring your focus there, and then that's what's going to get you your result faster. But the spirit guides are, no, we don't see living together anytime soonly. You're looking for security and reassurance via rushed commitment. He's looking for security by we're going to take our time and do it right. And you don't need to live with him. You can cover all your finances just fine. As long as the person is consistent and steady in your life, they reply to your text messages, they reply to your call. Can you bring your focus more to this companionship is great. I really like it. I'd love to keep this in my life. It's so enjoyable. Here's all the reasons why I like it. That's what's going to flip your life around. All right, I hope that helped. Oh, we got another one. Emily, write your question. But now I'm gonna go ahead and do. Did I do Aries? Yeah, I finished Aries right, and then I did Felicia. So I'm gonna go and do Leo right now, guys. If I didn't do Aries, tell me. But I'm gonna do Leo, and then I'll get to Emily. So Emily, make sure you write your question. I wonder why it's coming through as 1999 instead of 20. Thanks for the super chat, guys. Okay, so Leo, your week is all about the strength card, and that's where you have to, like, even if someone, like, did you wrong, or a fight came up or something, or maybe you did something silly, stupid, it's where you just gotta, okay, let's just take a pause, let's just take a breather, because once you can kind of like settle and calm your emotions, Leo, you're going to feel passionate about something again. This is interesting. This is an interesting read. You're having to severely, there was a blow to something in your personal life. So you're having to balance and sort your emotions. And there's a little bit of you having to review, like, shit, I acted impulsively. Um, and it looks like your impulsivity was something that was blunt. And you were like, fuck it, I'm just going to take care of this. Don't talk to me again. And oh, damn it. I wish I didn't say that. When I should have just said, hey, I kind of need to be in my own headspace for a day or two. Sorry, we didn't get to hang out today. Can we touch base on Saturday? So you're kind of like, crap, I rushed. I jumped to conclusions. I jumped to action. It looks like you're like gonna return back to your spark of life and take on the leadership role. It's you don't want to miss an opportunity with this person because you did see a lot of love there. But however you're viewing this person in your life, and this is definitely a romantic connection, Leo. Um, you're not all like you're not viewing them how you need to be viewing them to see all the love that was there. It's almost as if you started to become, I wanna say, critical of them and look more at the resume paper that they bring. Did they go to college? Do they have a steady job? Do they have a retirement? Do they have like, you more started viewing them that way instead of what is it that they bring to my life? What is it that they add to my life? Um, and this is what there's the spirit guide is saying. It's more like view the person as how is my life better with them in it? What is it they bring to my life? And you're going to find that a lot of what they bring to your life are not things that you can buy. And that's what makes this person worth it. Maybe it's fun, maybe it's spark, maybe it's sex, maybe it's like the love that they give, maybe it's the how authentic they are. It's like the qualities about them are not things that you can buy and are not things that are easily replaceable in other people. And once you view them that way, the love can like take off and grow. Yeah, you got Ace of Water clarified by 10 of Earth and the Fool card. So, Leo, your thing is get your emotions balanced, review that you were impulsive in your actions, and then focus on how is your life better with them in there and all the traits about you got to view them with the traits of what they bring in that you can't buy because you're going to realize they're irreplaceable. Okay, so Emily. Well, Emily, what's your question? And hi, Emily, by the way. 20 wasn't an option, maybe just the Oh, interesting. I've actually never sent a super chat. I don't know how it works. I just thought it was funny that it was 19.99 instead of 20. So that's interesting that it's not an option. But give me your question, Emily. I'm gonna go ahead and start Sagittarius though. Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to hear for this week? Spirit, guide us to the cards, guide us to the words, guide us to the energy. Ooh, oh, what? Love is on your mind. You got the Page of Water, lots of loving, playful, joyful. This is more like loving communication. Four of Fire, that's the happiness card. But then you got the Tower card. So, okay, so Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to hear? The love in your life is well worth it. Keep going, keep pursuing it. It's bringing you happier than you really think you are. Quit being afraid that it's going to end. The not going all in is what's going to make it end. Oh, and there's right now how you're approaching your love life is you're just getting a little bit like I don't wanna use the word manic because that's a strong word, but it's like a little bit of, "Okay, I did all my chores. Okay, now I gotta go do all my work. Okay, now I gotta love on my partner." When instead, like, that's what's kinda making you kick it into overdrive and is what is making you think that it's so good it might get taken away, or, "What if I put all this love and energy into it and then it ends?" Um, when in reality, it's more about you're doing all this, and then doing all that, and then you're like, "Fuck, now I'm tired." Instead, there's gotta be you have to figure out your weekly routine, like, "Hey, you know what? Sundays are just the days where I clean my house. Mondays are the days where I do all the laundry. Tuesdays is the day where I do the meal prep for the week. Wednesday's the day where I just enjoy time with my honey bunny after work. Thursday's the day where I do meal prep for the weekend. Friday's the day where I meditate." Like, you gotta get a little bit more of a cadence and a rhythm to your day-to-day routine, and that's what will take away that fear of what if this, like, doesn't make it. Okay, Emily, I'm going through Hey, yoga with Concha. Yeah, I'm doing all signs and in between signs of people super chat. I'll do their mini read between it. I am still doing intuitive insights tomorrow. Emily Brickard, I'm going through a pretty serious transformation in every aspect of my life. I feel pretty optimistic, but I'm also a little bit still feeling a little checked out, looking for general guidance. Okay, let me shuffle all the cards for this one. Okay, Spirit, what does Emily need to hear to gain some mental clarity through this life transition in all of her life? What does she need to hear to get hopeful about the future? What does she need to hear about the best course of action for her? What does she need to hear to feel the most soothed, to feel the most reassured, to feel the most loved through this transition? What does she need to hear to make this transition as easeful and good for her? What does she need to hear to get the best results for herself through this transition? What she needs to hear right now to feel mentally and emotionally good, as well as hopefully some good action steps for her. Okay, guide me to the cards, guide me to the spread. Emily, this is a good transition for you. Um, you can Venmo me. Venmo will work too. Do I have my phone by me? When you Venmo me, type the question in there though. I'm going to read the question out loud, unless you're like, don't read it out loud. Um, Emily, though, This is a good transition for you. Um, I'm gonna focus on Emily though. I'm going through a pretty serious transformation in my life in every aspect of my life. I feel pretty optimistic, but also a little bit feeling a little checked out, looking for general guidance. So there's a little bit of whatever someone's transition is for you, it's the Ace of Fire. So it is like it's re-sparked that love and that joy of life for you. And there's a little bit of mistrust in that. It's like, wait, that's too good. That's the checked out. Instead of just sinking in and going, wow, like, thank you for this new person in my life. Or, wow, thank you for this option for good, healthy food in my life. Whatever it is that has like sparked that joy, you're kind of going, whoa, that's too good. I don't want to let too good in. It might get taken away. I don't want to get my hopes up and then fall. But instead, it's got to like lean in a little and be like, wow, that was such a great first date with that guy, universe. Thank you for that. I haven't laughed that hard in so long. I loved laughing as much as I laughed. He was so funny. Universe, that was so great. Yes, please, thank you. Give me more of that. The detachment comes from, I need another date with him. I need another date with him. It's just, oh, I loved how much I was laughing. I loved the company and the companionship. I loved the questions. So it's really more about leaning in and feeling that appreciation for what you like about it so that that vibration grows. That's going to be the biggest action that, does that make sense, Emily? That's going to be the biggest action that you can take to help you get to the nine of earth, which is just enjoying the transformation instead of checking it. Like, I'm either checked in and riding this ride, or I'm checked out and not riding it. It's like, it's more like that black and white thinking. I'm either all in or I'm not in at all. That's what you're solving right now. Emily, we would very much recommend that some of your affirmation work be, I'm grounded. I'm grounded. I'm grounded in my body. My emotional and mental and my spiritual body are all grounded in my body. I like being on planet Earth. I like my body. I like being in my body. I like being in my body as I navigate planet Earth. My body is the vessel that I use to get around on this planet, and I like being in my body, enjoying life. I'm ready to enjoy life more, so I thank you for this delicious new thing you brought into my life. I really enjoy a lot of things about it. The upliftment in life that I feel, the enjoyment of life, that it gives me something eager to look forward to the day, that it helps get me out of bed with a little bit of excitement and glee. I do like that. And though I might be afraid it will get taken away, I know that I'm solidifying these vibrations deeply grounded in my body so that no matter what happens, I still have that experience of this glee, of this delight, of this excitement, of this giddiness. I'm ready to look forward to living life again. I'm ready to look forward to things to do, fun people to talk to. And they're asking to see where we're going with this. Yeah, and honestly, Emily, if you would just learn how to more lovingly communicate about what's going on in your life, in your own mind, as you're journaling to other people, yeah, I am really enjoying the companionship with him. I am really enjoying our time together. Um, it's like, it's honestly, being blunt, it's a lack of ability to focus positively right now. That's what's making it rough. Um, okay, I hope that helped. Contra, I'll check my Venmo to see if you did it before I move on to Cancer. I do not see a Venmo. And I actually don't care that YouTube takes money. Okay, so let's go on to Cancer. 49. Oh, you just sent one. Well, you're okay. I'm gonna do it after this one though. Cancer. We're on to Cancer. And so, guys, for those who are joining live now, I'm doing an all signs weekly reading. I have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces left to do. And I am taking $20 super chat readings in between the zodiac signs. And I'll stay along at the end for a little bit if there's more people who want reads at the end. So, what does Cancer need to hear right now? The sexy adult time with this person is what's fueling you to take action towards them. But in reality, what's drawing you towards the person is how loving they are. It's really Cancer about admitting, I need love in my life. I need to be loved. I need to feel loved. I need to be taken care of. I need that person who just wants to spend good old quality time with you. It's really more about admission of that, like, I need love. Oh, and this person, you like how spiritual they are. I wanna say this is someone you're maybe talking to a lot, but then now you're not talking to them a lot because you got the disappointment there. It didn't turn out how you thought it would've, and it's kinda like that in hindsight. Um, yeah, it looks like because you got the 10 of air. So, it was someone from your past. You thought it was, like, the sexiness of them, whether that was physical, intellect, this whatever it is that you found sexy about them that made you pursue them. But it's like you're starting to realize, "Oh my god, I just loved their love." And you did like how spiritual this person was, how intuitive they were, and it's almost as if like the conversation with them, you felt more seen and heard by them than you have anyone in your life. And something happened that it didn't turn out how you would have thought, and it's like over now. Okay, but what do they need to hear? We don't need to just tell them that, huh, if they got dumped. Come on, spirit. Oh, choices, you're thinking about it. There needs to be a sense of appreciation for how much you grew by interacting with this person. That's what's gonna like I'm not seeing that you got a good chance of pulling this person back, Cancer, but that's what would either bring that person back or someone else like them back. Oh, and you really like the person was a team player, that they like wanted to be in communication with you and that they were trying to put an effort in too. You're looking back very fondly on the person. You were being a little too frivolous with your time with them, though. A little too, not frivolous, a little too guarded, a little too did they earn it? You were and, like, what made you lose this person is you just weren't as generous with your time as you needed to be. I guess you weren't spending, like, any time with them, um, and you're actually kinda sad you're not talking to them a lot, so it's really more take the time to heal over this situation, take the time to just feel like, "Damn, I am sad we're not in as much contact as we need to as I would like to be. It was very enjoyable being with them." And it's like recognizing whatever fear or whatever reason that kept you stuck with being a little guarded with your time with them, that's where you need to put your personal growth focus to grow, because that's just fear that's going to get in the way of a future relationship. Okay, so let's see what is conscious question. Okay, hey, and Contra, I actually did Taurus's read. I don't know if you got a chance to see it. I'm assuming I can read this out loud, Concha. I'm realizing I'll paraphrase it. I'm realizing I'm realizing how I attracted my partner. I'm realizing what attracted my partner in. I'd like some help of how I can modify my vibration to enjoy upgraded connection. Um, I like, and your example is I like being with a man who has time and wants to spend it with me. Okay, so what else does Concha need to hear? We know that she will go and read, watch the Taurus. So what else does Concha need to hear to upgrade this connection with her partner? And you know what else she might need to hear that we're not even asking. Um, Okay, Concha, definitely watch the Taurus read because the Taurus read in summary was about like the person doesn't make as much money as you're used to, and they're not like as generous with this money as you thought they would have been. But you've also never felt more loved from someone than you ever had before. You've never felt more reassured that there'll always be like a loving voice or a loving response for you with them. Um, so knowing that, it's like you're just going through this flip and this overhaul of what you actually value in relationships. Do you like those demonstrable signs to other people? Look what he bought me, look what he did for me. Or do you like the ones that you're like, oh my God, that really meant a lot to me? Um, and bluntly, you're not going to be able to change him. It looks like as of right now, you're deciding to stay with him. So it's more about lovingly lining up with who he is as a person. And instead of trying to, how do I upgrade and get better communication with him? It's write that satisfaction appreciation list of everything you enjoy about him. I enjoy this. And as you do it, don't just go, I enjoy, because then you disconnect. It's, wow, I really enjoy that he always answers when I call. I really enjoy that we'll cuddle for 3, 4 hours. I really enjoy that we have this topic of conversation together. It's like writing that, here's what I like about my partner, that like satisfaction appreciation list, but write that about your partner because that will at least be in the that's what I love about him. Um, and then as far as the deeper communication goes, he wants a simpler relationship. He doesn't want one where you're talking and picking apart emotions, what made you the way you are. This happened to me when I was 5, that's why I'm this way. He doesn't want that. So it's more about an upgrade about you, about what a deep conversation looks like. So this is where so you got the advice for how to make the most out of the current relationship as it is. Now the advice is, universe, I would like to start attracting in and drawing in more and deeper conversations. Because Concha, what we see in you, if you choose to stay with this guy, you have to be okay with, okay, he is my 65 set to 75% solid rock on this planet. And if you write that daily to-do list, you'll be like, wow, he is my solid rock bed. I feel steady, secure source of love. I always feel like there's going to be someone caring how my day went. I always feel like there's going to be some celebrating how my yoga business does. So write that list so you can enjoy it and then go, in universe, I'm now ready to upgrade so that I can feel more deeply connected to the people that I'm with. Instead of pinpoint and focus on he needs to get better, deeper conversation, what does Kelly and us always teach? What is it that you want? What is it that you think you'll be doing, having, feeling if that were to happen? And then that's what you'd actually want. Well, if you had a deeper connection, I would feel more deeply connected to him. But Concha, there's some people who don't have deep conversation, but they'll cuddle for 3, 4 hours. Then there's some people who will have the deep conversations, but they're like, I just want to hold your hand and I'm not going to do it for hours. So it's my person just is always, as soon as he gets back from trips, we just cuddle all day. And I feel so connected to him. And I feel so energized by him. And my body's health has gotten so much better from being able to interact with him. Universe, I would like deeper conversation, but Contra, it's going to require a transformation out of you so that you show up more authentically. There's a little bit of your energy of, I want these things. How do I need to act, behave to get them? That's what needs the overhaul for you to be able to feel more deeply connected with everyone. And that's going to require you to be more deeply connected to you. Universe, I'm looking for someone to just enjoy a walk with, quiet walk. We might point birds out or things that we see, but we won't talk too much. Can you guide me to that experience and that yet the person and I will feel more deeply connected than ever before? Because it's authenticity of what you're craving, Concha. All right, you got anything else for Concha Spirit before we go on to the next person? Or Scorpio? Yeah, you're just so focused on trying to get what you need out of that specific person that that's what's causing your life, the Tower card, where it's just not fun. Um, where it's like, crap, am I putting time, energy, and effort into someone who might not make the distance? But it is knowing that what you want is worth defending. But it's don't approach it from the how do I get this out of them? You got to be willing to, universe, show me how to have deeper, more connecting conversations with people. I want to be better at connecting not only to myself and authenticity and self love, but I want to be better at connecting with other people in a way that feels more soul level satisfying. And then be guided on that personal growth journey. It will either pop up with that person or it'll pop up with a new person. I hope that makes sense, Concha. I'm asking about me, him, not I'm asking about me, not him. Oh, looks like that's what the read turned into. I'm asking what I need to see on why I attracted him. Oh, why you attracted him. I'm asking what was in my biography of how I oh, that is not what I read. Yes, I noticed that I was less present and asking him to be a certain way, but I wasn't doing so. I know I need to change. I want to know how I need to change and up level. Okay, I think you got that answer, right? Yes, soul level satisfying, and I am detaching. Um, Okay. Do you want to focus on, well, you focus on the vibration of love, Concha, and that you do feel loved with him. Now you just know, oh wow, universe, I want to feel loved and I want to have more stimulating, deeper conversations. But this is where, Concha, it's a are you okay with this person being your 65, 75% bedrock? And then you might have the more deeper conversations with other people. But then you can go back to have him as your bedrock. We gave you the vibe work already and what you need to do and focus on. Are you going to be okay that this person's your 65, 75% rock? Or do you want that out of a life partner too? That's a question you're going to have to answer at a later date. Right now, do all the homework we gave you on the person, write the satisfying list about them, and everything else we said. Um, okay, so let's go on to Scorpio. Scorpio reads. So, what does Scorpio need to hear for this week? Ooh, Scorpio, it is time for action. Take action. Every time you're getting an inspired idea, take action on it. Because if you don't, it's going to lead to disappointment and it's going to lead to not as quick as growth as you want. And if you keep taking action, you're going to feel successful. You're going to get the result that you want. You're It's almost like a slow, steady wealth building accumulation that you're doing. So you'll get the result that you want. Quit acting like there's nothing you could do about it. It is about the steadiness of your action right now and to keep taking action on your inspired ideas. And your love life is going well too. What the hell? Everyone wants to be a Scorpio right now. Seeds are well planted for your love life. Don't worry about it, Scorpio. It's well planted. Um, keep taking action on every idea that you're getting, especially on ones to make money. Like once you get the idea, go take action immediately and don't just take 80% of the action, finish the action. Like don't just go, "Oh, I got an idea to go to a craft fair. Oh, I looked it up. Oh, that's the one I need to go to." Actually sign up and then actually go get a banner built with your logo and your services on there and then show up and offer your services there. Like that's literally what you need to do. Scorpio is you got an idea, take the action, see it all the way through, and it's going to just be a steady, slow growth to money in your life. Kind of like that read. Okay, so now we're going to do Pisces. And Pisces is the last one. If anyone else wants a little custom mini read, and that would be the time to do it. And I'll get you after Pisces. What does Pisces need to hear, Spirit? What does Pisces need to hear? Okay, so everyone wants to be a Scorpio. No one wants to be Pisces. Pisces, you're needing some rest. And I want to say soul level rest. You gave too much energy to someone. Yeah. You wanted it more for the other person than the other person wanted it for themselves. Still want a second chance with them. You still want a chance and opportunity with them. Being with them, it makes you feel alive. The communication with them, just being in their energy, it just makes you feel more alive. And that's okay. But it's just about recognizing that you just have to like it's kind of like when people first start dating, they're like, "Oh, this is so fun. This is fun. This is fun. Oh my god, this is too much. Let's take a break." But instead of like breaking up, you got to be like, "Okay, I want to add value to their lives, but I can't be thinking about them 24/7." You know? So it's recognizing that it's so easy to, "Oh, I can help them with this. I can help them with that. I can help them with this." And it's like some of that engulfment or like all encompassing. Um, it wasn't necessarily from them, but it's just a mistake people make. Almost everyone does it when they're first getting with someone. It's like when you hit that point of like, "Oh my god, I just think about this person all the effing time." Instead of breaking up, just be like, "Let's take a little bit of a break. Let's take a little bit of a breather. Let's just allow ourselves 2 days to get into our own headspace and be in our own energy." Um, so it's more of that like break and then reviewing, here's some things that I can add value to their life. Of those, here's things that I can do now. So it's more about being slower and steadier with how you impact and help their life. I just want to give you a quick personal example, Pisces. I had someone recently who took my fitness goals into their own hands, and they were just, you could do this and this and this to get this result. And I'm like, oh, okay, like thanks. I don't recall asking for that, but thank you. That was actually really good advice. And then later that day, oh, and don't forget about this tip and that tip. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, thanks. Okay. I don't know if that's my goal, but thank you. And then the next morning, well, don't forget about this, this, and this. So, like that person tailspin themselves. And that engulfment that person felt was not necessarily from the other person. Some of it, yes, but some of it from their own doing. So it's kind of recognizing Pisces that some of that all encompassing, over encompassing stuff was your own shit, was you taking more on and you wanting a goal more than the other person wanted. Um, yeah. So it's literally just about knowing I can help the person with these six things. But in terms of my personal bandwidth right now, I can help them with this one thing right now because you want to be able to like help someone, right? Especially if you're going to be in a partnership with them. But you also want to make sure you have enough time to just watch the movies together, to cuddle, to talk and hear about their day. Um, so instead of like all the time you have with them being full on, let me help you with your six things, it's got to be, okay, we're going to spend some of our time and we're going to pick this one thing I help you on right now. That way, like 80, 70% of the time we have, we're still doing the couple things, the flirting, the holding hands, the eating meals together. So it's just you focus too much on all the things you can help them with and wanted to get it all done at once instead of, hey, this is my person for love and connection, talking about my day, the daily reminder that I'm loved, the daily reminder that they're loved. Um, and then it's about like finding that balance. Like, and this is where you get to ask them. You get to have that conversation like, all right, babe, I've heard that you wanted help with this, this, and this. Let's pick one of those and let's step like build a plan to get there. And instead of giving them the plan all at once, you're probably going to be the one to manage the plan, Scorpio. Like, okay, so if that's your fitness goal, I would say this next week, why don't we just focus on you getting into the gym at the exact same time every day? Um, and always start your workouts with like 10 minutes of cardio, and then you're celebrating that you got to the gym every day at the same time. Good. Now that we got your routine down, let's make sure you do the 10 minutes of cardio and then do this. And then be okay that the first week or two is just about creating that like habit of going at the exact same time every single day. And then get to, okay, great. Now that you're doing your 10 minutes of cardio, let's bump that to 15 and then lift your. So it's pick the one thing you're going to help them with and ask them of these three things, which ones do you most want my help on right now? And then you build the plan and just piece step it to them one at a time. And just make sure you have that way more of your other time could be spent on actually just doing couple stuff, cuddling, kissing, eating meals together, holding hands. That's what will help your relationship like take off and do like faster and better. Um, all right, guys. Oh, Pisces. I didn't write what time it started. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll go back and rewatch it. Okay, so does anyone have one more last super chat before I go? If you guys want more of me, Mondays I come live to do the all signs readings, and I'll stay live for $20 super chats. Tuesdays I go live for free 11 a.m. Eastern time on Instagram and Facebook, and that's free because I do want to make myself free just once a week. Help the people get some high vibes, free mini reads. I'm also available for paid readings if you want a full channeling reading session. The link to book that is in the description. And I'll maybe wait like, I don't know, you got 10 seconds to say me, I want to read and super chat before I get off. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. All right. I love y'all. Thanks for coming live for those of you who were live. And I will see you however we stay in touch.